Hello and welcome to the Horror Hour. My name is Yutaka. I'm one of the co-hosts here. And normally we would discuss, debate, and disagree on all things horror, but hey, it's just me. So you're getting me for a solo review. And as you can tell from my background, we're going to talk about the AMC Shudder original Horror Noire, 6 stories of black horror. So first off, why am I reviewing this? Well, a couple of reasons. It's really fucking good. Okay. I need you to know that it's really good. Um, please don't turn off the review. I still got plenty to talk about, but it's really good. Also, thanks to Shudder for giving us a screener so we could see this. And oh my God, again, it's really fucking good. Pardon the language. Also, something that I really do love, and I hope we see more of, I love the fact that horror noir breaks away from those black stereotypes and those black tropes, puts them in lead roles, gives them actual substance, but also there's talent behind the scenes and directing. You know, it's black talent in front of and behind the screens, and that's something that is very important. Representation matters. And I know you're like, oh God, here we go again, somebody's talking about representation, but it really does, because you'll see in a later interview that we have with Jeffrey Reddick where he does a great way of explaining that, you know, we're so used to seeing the same talent pool pulled from, when there is actually this vast talent pool that they can pull from. Okay, it doesn't have to be the same white people. There's nothing wrong with those that are talented, but just know there is so much talent out there. And I say that because growing up, there really also wasn't, for me, being Asian, you know, in horror films, unless I were to be able to somehow get my hands on something that was from across the seas. I didn't really get to see that growing up either. And also, if I did, we also had terrible stereotypes, or we were played by white actors. You know, if anybody remembers that awful racist depiction in Breakfast at Tiffany's, or as of recent, ScarJo and Ghost in the Shell. Exactly. That's what we get right now. So I'm hoping that gets better. I mean, this past year has been a great year for Asian cinema and Asian just led properties. So, but either way, that's why this kind of really resonated with me. I wanted to see this for that. So let's really just get into the review. So this movie is a collection of 6 films. It is directed by Kimani Ray Smith, and we've got the writing duo of Stephen Barnes and Tananarive Due. Then you also have Ezra Claytan Daniels, Shernold Edwards, Victor LaVelle, and Letson. So we've got some really good writers here. And again, the segments are really good. So let's talk about the good. The stories, the diversity. They're scary, they're dramatic, and to be honest, Sundown, the final one, is comedic horror at its best. I really enjoyed that. I love that each story is completely different than the next. So you're getting just this, you know, variations of all these different horror, types of horror. And I really enjoyed that. You know, you could certainly get one film, yes, but here you're getting 6. Love that. Then let's talk about the acting. Oh my God, there's so much talent on screen. First off, there is the incredible Tony Todd. And if you don't like Tony Todd, there is something wrong with you. Just saying. You also got the amazing Rachel True, Malcolm Barrett. Those 3 are in. I'm so torn about my favorites, but one of my favorites, Fugue State, really freaking good. And then I also have to call out Erica Ash and Tone Bell, because that is my other favorite one, and that is Sundown. I'm torn between those two because I've got really invested in both of those. Such great stories, great characters, great acting all around. The scare factor, some of these are legit actually terrifying. So again, as somebody who loves horror, I was like, give me more. So there are some bads, and that's kind of part of it. Some of the stories might be a bit predictable. It happens. However, that's all right. because I still enjoyed everything else involved. I was still really rooting for the characters, even though I'm like, I kind of see where this is going. Or, I was just like, oh, I know what's going to happen, but it still happens. I'm like, yeah, I'm so excited. Like, I really, truly just got invested into these stories. And I think that's also one of the other problems is because I wanted a full-fledged film. I wanted more, and that's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because I'm like, I need more. Put me in that story. Let me know more about these characters. I want to see how this evolves, how this truly ends. I mean, these are great stories that deserve a full-fledged production. Just my opinion. So as I said, what are my standouts? Fugue State and Sundown, really great, really great. But again, as a whole, I loved this. If I were to rate this, I would give this an A+. Yeah, that's how much I really enjoyed it. I feel there's a good rewatchability factor. And I loved the cast. And I think the writing was solid. All right. So I think if you're looking for something to watch and you have Shudder, this needs to be on your list. Actually, kind of move it up to the top of your list, but it needs to be on your list. If you don't have Shudder, I mean, let's just sit here and say there are so many codes out there right now for 7 free. Even Shudder gives you just right off the bat 7 free days. What's stopping you? Okay. And then I know what you're saying. Well, what if I get Shudder just for this? There are so many other good projects on Shudder. In fact, there's another anthology series that is probably one of their best as well, and that's VHS 94. I'm just saying, there are things out there on Shudder, and also Boulay Brothers Dracula, which one of these cast members guested on, and so did one of the writers. Hey, look at that, full circle. So really, give this film a shot. You will enjoy this. So, hey, that's my review. Seriously, A+ on this. You know what? If you do watch this, comment down below. Let me know, what was your favorite segment? Do you agree with mine? Do you agree with your review? Let me know down below. Just remember, also hit that like, subscribe button. We've got more content coming your way. Yep, we've got reviews, more interviews, and of course, Dracula reactions, because let's be serious, I love my Dracula. But again, let's come back around. Horror noir, you need to watch this film. I can't stress it enough. These 6 stories are just so much fun, and this deserves to be a success. And then after you're done watching this, I'd say watch the documentary that is out there on Shudder if you haven't already. So I just want to say thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.